In Canada, many people live in isolated, far-flung communities several hours from larger centers. These towns and villages often struggle to provide help for their vulnerable citizens. As Eagle News correspondent Cielo Likness tells us, a food bank serving people in one northern Alberta town got some much-needed help from Church of Christ members who live hundreds of kilometers away.
The tiny community, Manning, is located in the northern part of western Canadian province of Alberta. Just under 1,200 people live here. More than 16% are visible minorities, many of them from the Philippines. On a hot holiday weekend at the end of July, more than 150 members of the Church of Christ convoyed up to the town. The trip is a long one, taking about 6 hours. Many began their journey in the middle of the night in order to arrive by mid-morning. They brought with them a donation of more than 300 boxes of food to help those who can't afford groceries. Like many small communities, Manning is trying to get back on its economic feet as it recovers from the pandemic. 1 in 10 people is unemployed. Mayor Greg Rycroft says the pandemic hit people hard.
It slowed down quite a bit during the pandemic, especially at restaurants.
Like many small communities in Alberta, Manning struggles to provide help for its less fortunate residents. It doesn't have the numbers of people that big cities have to help keep the shelves of its food bank stocked. Rycroft says today's donation will help. He and other officials who attended a reception thanked the Church of Christ for its food donation. Rycroft says this will go a long way to making sure those less fortunate have food on the table. Church of Christ minister Brother Paquito Ibanez says when the church learns of communities needing help, it is quick to respond.
After we hear something about the situation in every place we know about, especially here in our district, the church administration is always quick to approve us, to come and help.
After spending time getting to know residents of the town, it was time for the out-of-town visitors to say goodbye. As church members get ready for a 6-hour drive back to their homes, they leave behind not only a huge food donation, but scores of thankful people in this northern community. In Manning, Alberta, Canada, Cielo Likness, Eagle News, we live in interesting times.